I wonder if you feel like your life is happening really quickly. Perhaps you have a lot going on. Maybe you've read a book, watched a YouTube video, or listened to a podcast that said the only way to get ahead in life is to work harder than the next person. And the great thing is that if you do that, you will see results. Working harder than the next person, you're going to wind up with more. The problem is, that is not sustainable. We know that. This isn't new. Every society throughout human history has had people that worked really hard and got ahead and then burnt out and couldn't handle it anymore. We have many, many stories in our modern news of people who seem to have achieved some level of success but are completely unhappy with their lives. They have broken relationships and unhealthy habits and mental health concerns that they're struggling with. It's not too surprising that if we go back to ancient Hebrew writing, we find wisdom around taking time for yourself. They suggested that we should have a weekly cycle of 6 days of work and 1 day of rest. I don't want us to get too caught up in the dogmatic reasons for this, but let's just look at what happens to our bodies and our brains when we take some time to pause. Slow down for a minute. Maybe that's a walk somewhere in the woods. Maybe it's sitting in the car for a long drive and just giving your brain time to work. It could be meditation. It could be prayer. All of these things fit in the same category of giving your brain and your body time to just slow down. If we look at people today who are really effective, really productive, you will find that most of them do have that time as well. They might tell you to get up early and go and work out before you start your day and then get your day half done before anybody else wakes up. But those same people, you will find that they spend a lot of time reading or meditating or relaxing. This is an important structure of how our bodies work and how our lives work. And Jesus spoke to it directly. As we read through the Gospels, we see that he regularly got away from it all to spend time with God, to spend time in prayer. Now, what prayer looks like to you might be different than me, but what I know for sure is that slowing down, connecting with the divine, is something that is really good for each and every one of us. Friends, I invite you to find a way to slow down. Just do it for 5 minutes one day to see if that makes a difference. Shut everything else off. Just sit and relax for 5 minutes. It might need some meditation music to calm some of the noises in your head. It might need a walk in the woods or somewhere else to be. But take some intentional time to slow down and take time for you. It's good for your health. It's good for your spirit. It's good for everything about you. Why don't we do this as an accountability thing? Go down in the comments at the end of this video and let me know what it is you're going to do. I'll tell you one that works really well for me. It's going for a long drive. Like picking a city that's maybe an hour away and getting in the car, going and doing something in that city, run some errands, do some shopping, whatever it is, but by myself. With the drive there, it gives time for my brain to decompress, where I can't be contacted. I'm not texting while I'm driving. I'm not taking calls. I'm just thinking, processing, maybe even shutting off some of the conscious bits of my brain so that I can just drive. It's really, really good for me. Let me know what works for you, and maybe we can share some good ideas back and forth so that we can support one another in this intentional work of slowing down. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.